Hello there, everyone. Welcome back. And it's pretty crazy how we're already at the end of 2019 and just the decade in general. And so, to continue the tradition on my channel of all the movies I've seen, I usually do a list on movies I've seen, worst to first, because some people do top 10 best and worst, and they don't mention all the films they've seen. They just do 10 on each with a couple honorable mentions. I like to do a bit differently and talk about every single film I've seen, but unlike the previous years where I broke it down by like a few minutes or so per movie. That's because I didn't really see that many. I mean, I saw at least maybe 30 or so in past years. This year was my record year. I saw over 50 movies this year. So as a result, I'm going to do it a bit differently so the video doesn't go on too long. For starters, I'm not going to go in depth on the why they're at the specific spot. If you want to watch my reviews, because all of these movies I have reviews for on my channel. So if you want to watch reviews as to why I liked them or didn't like them, I go more in depth in their singular videos. But also it's to save time, because I want this to go on for like 30 minutes or so. Like, this would be a nice chill video. So I broke it down into sections, 4 movies per section, and you'll find out when I talk about them. Except for the top one, for the top 3 I have that own section. But yeah, let's just get right into it. So these are the bottom 4, the 4 worst movies of the year. Right, number 51 is Cats. Number 50 is Hellboy. Number 49 is Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. And number 48 is The Lion King, 2019. Yeah, as you see, Cats, I don't really need to go in depth about that, especially since it is one of my most popular videos. I think it passed 360 views, which is phenomenal. Thank you all so much for watching me and my sister trash that movie. Let's just say it was a catastrophe. And for Hellboy, I mean, that was just a mess. Rise of Skywalker, I've already ranted about that in my video. It just angered me. It's one of the few films to really do that this year, and it just did everything wrong in my opinion. I mean, there was some okay moments, but it was just disappointing me. And then The Lion King 2019, everyone's made videos about how it was just a cash grab and how it didn't need to be made, and it was ruined elements of the original. So basically the same stuff there. All right, the next 4, these are also trash in my opinion. 47 is Ad Astra. 46 is Good Boys. 45 is How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. And 44 is Men in Black International. What a bunch of stinkers. Like, Ad Astra, I really wanted to like this movie because I know a lot of people in the industry and stuff, especially on Film Twitter, and all love this movie. And I've received some hate for not liking it, but this is one of the few movies that I legit almost fell out of my chair of boredom. It was one of the most boring, dreadful movies I've ever sat through in the movie theater. And I feel bad in saying that because Brad Pitt was great and it looked really nice, but it just didn't do it for me. Good Boys was just a bunch of juvenile humor. I wasn't really getting into it. It was meh. How to Train Your Dragon: Hidden World was, they just like, maybe at some point I'll go back and rewatch it. It's just when watching it, just really, I did not like what they did with the Hiccup and Toothless, their relationship as friends. I mean, I thought they were like best friends and stuff, but here he treated him like his pet and stuff. I mean, I get it, but I was like, this isn't what you were setting up in the previous 2. And the stuff with the love interest and all was dumb. The villain was awful. The ending was alright, but it didn't feel earned. And Men in Black International was just so weird and bad to watch. Like, you could tell there was some friction behind the scenes, which has been documented, so that's kind of funny. It was just kind of a cringe fest. Alright, these 4 are also pretty bad. The next 4 is number 43, Stuber. Number 42, X-Men Dark Phoenix. Number 41, Godzilla King of the Monsters. And number 40, Aladdin, 2019. These were also pretty bad. Like, Stuber, like, I literally cannot really remember what happened in that movie, so that's not a good sign. X-Men Dark Phoenix, I mean, we knew it would be a train wreck. You heard about all the behind-the-scenes drama, and that was a first-time director, even though he was a long-time writer, and just how they were just releasing it because this would be the end of that X-Men as we knew it, because they were going into the Marvel Studios, and wow, I've never seen such a dumpster fire. Godzilla King of the Monsters was just all spectacle and no heart or any story, but even the spectacle, it was really hard to tell what was going on. It was just kind of messy. And Aladdin 2019 was another one of those cash grabs that they put out, and it was just really bad. The acting was awful, and it was just worse than the original. Will Smith was the best part for sure. All right, here we get to the it was all right section. Number 39, Lady and the Tramp 2019. Number 38, The Secret Life of Pets 2. Number 37, Pet Cemetery. Number 36, Dumbo 2019. Yes, these movies were pretty alright. Like they didn't really anger me, or they didn't have that many problems. It's just they weren't nothing special. Like Lady and the Tramp 2019 was cute and all, but it was just kind of bland. Secret Life of Pets 2 was unnecessary and just a cash grab, but it didn't make that much cash, so that's kind of funny. Pet Cemetery I really enjoyed, but just upon looking back on it, it isn't like that high on the list. Like it wasn't bad per se. It's just some of the stuff it did, I was kind of like okay with. And then Dumbo, the best part was easily Danny DeVito. Colin Farrell was pretty good. I like how they tried something new. That's why it's higher than the other live action adaptations for Disney this year, is that I actually tried some new stuff instead of just remaking the same stuff. So I do appreciate that. All right, number 35, Maleficent, Mistress of Evil. Number 34, Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Number 33, Terminator, Dark Fate. And number 32, The Angry Birds Movie 2. Yes, this is the section I'd say of films that I thought were all right and were better than I thought they'd be, because I mean, the first Maleficent was kind of Maleficent 2 though, I thought was way better, and I actually was enjoying it more than the previous one. Dora and the Lost City of Gold I thought would be a dumpster fire. I thought that'd be garbage, and it turned out to actually not be that bad. Like for what it wasn't trash, so I'll accept it. Terminator Dark Fate, besides what they did at the very beginning, which angered so many people, me, myself included, I thought it was a passable film. It was way better than the previous three that came out, like Salvation and all. Genesis? No. And the Angry Birds movie 2, I was really surprised with. I had fun with that movie, and I met a good friend when I went to see it, so that probably helped my enjoyment, but I just thought it was not that bad. Alright, here we come to the pretty good from now on section, where the movies will get better and better, obviously. Number 31, Happy Death Day to You. Number 30, Hobbs and Shaw. Number 29, Toy Story 4. Number 28, Glass. Yeah, these films, like, honestly, with Happy Death Day to You, I never re-saw the first one, but I know what happens in it. So when seeing this one, I was pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed what they were doing. I mean, it was pretty similar and stuff like the original, but it did some stuff slightly different, so I'll give it a pass. Hobbs and Shaw was stupid fun. That's basically all I need to say for that. Toy Story 4, a lot of people probably thinking, if you've seen my original review, why is it so low? You gave it like an 8 out of 10 or something. That's because upon seeing a lot of people's critiques with it, including my sister's, which her video is also on my channel, I've seen so many of the issues and problems, it's hard for me to not notice them. So that's why it tanked so far for me. But it wasn't a bad movie. It's just not as good as I initially, thought it was. And Glass was really ambitious, really unique and different for the superhero genre. And it is a superhero movie. That's what makes it really unique, is that you don't really know it is. And it was such, like, M. Night Shyamalan was trying so hard to make a comeback. And I mean, despite getting trashed and making him cry and stuff, I felt so bad for the guy. I really enjoyed what he did with that movie. I liked it. All right, here we go. Number 27, It, Chapter 2. Number 26, Zombieland, Double Tap. Number 25, Jumanji, The Next Level. Number 24, Captain Marvel. This is another bunch of films. It Chapter 2 I thought was not nearly as good as the first one, and it was pretty long, but some of the parts in it I really did like, and some of the character moments I did enjoy. And I like how they were trying to take some of the stuff from the book and put it on the screen, so I do appreciate the effort, and it was a nice time. Zombieland Double Tap was just another blast. I had just as much fun as I did with that film as I did with the original, so it was about the same. Jumanji The Next Level was about the same as well as the first one, but still fun. And Captain Marvel, I didn't really hate it, but it's just, I don't really remember that much in it. It just was kind of a forgettable MCU film for me, but still a fun time. Number 23, Frozen 2. Number 22, Us. Number 21, Alita, Battle Angel. Number 20, Shazam. Again, another fine group of films. Frozen 2 has some memorable moments. The songs are really catchy. Like, I know a lot of people don't say is, but when you listen to them so much, like I have, unfortunately, they get stuck in your head. And I like how they did something different with the story and stuff. Us was really suspenseful, creepy, really well done thriller horror film from Jordan Peele. Like, that was way better than Get Out. Ugh. Like, really well done. Alita Battle Angel was probably one of the only good anime adaptations I've seen, and I really hope they make another one because I was enjoying what they were setting up. I really thought it was underrated. And Shazam was really fun. It had a great opening, and it was just kind of mediocre throughout, but that opening really carries the movie. And the performance from Zachary Levi, you know he loves what he's doing there, so I'm happy for him. I'm glad he got work. All right, here we are into the below the top 20s. We're like getting near the finish line, guys. Number 19, The Lego Movie 2, the second part. Number 18, Crawl. Number 17, Ready or Not. Number 16, Pokemon Detective Pikachu. You know you're getting to like the near top because I really liked all these films. Lego Movie 2 I felt was probably the best anime movie this year, and that's kind of crazy because of all the other ones that have come out. This one I've had the most fun with. It was more enjoyable, and I thought it did more stuff different and unique compared to the other ones. Crawl was a really excellent surprise. It was like a really like claustrophobic enclosed thriller, and the story felt human. Ready or Not was a total blast of craziness, suspense, and just outright insanity by the third act. And you know the movies above are fantastic when Detective Pikachu is this low because I adored this movie. I don't care what people say. I had blast with it. It was so much fun. I really hope they make more. But anyways, number 15, The Irishman. Number 14, Jojo Rabbit. Number 13, A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. And number 12, Richard Jewell. This group I would like to call the Oscar bait group because these four films are talked about so much, but I'll just say as a blanket statement, they were all great. I liked some, obviously, as you saw, more than others, but I just think that they're all well deserved of their praise. Number 11, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Number 10, John Wick Chapter 3. Number 9, Uncut Gems. Number 8, Knives Out. These other group of films were also really well done, and at least 2 or 3 of them are really in the Oscar baity like awards category, but I just thought they were much better. Like Once Upon a Time, literally the whole film was pretty calm and just really just focused on the era of the 60s and stuff, which I did like. But that third act, man, oh my god, so well done, so crazy Tarantino. That's why it's so high. Just like the movie was really good, but the third act really hyped it up for me. John Wick Chapter 3 was even better than the previous one, and I didn't really see the first one, but the second one, they just keep getting so much better with the action, the set pieces, the choreography, just the open more development of this world and lore. I just really enthralled with this movie. Uncut Gems was really suspenseful filmmaking with Adam Sandler giving a career-defining performance. This was excellent work from him. One of my favorite artists, The Weeknd's in it. He's not in it a lot, but that was pretty great. And just an overall really suspenseful film. And then Knives Out, like I said, was just it was a mystery thriller done so uniquely different, and I really liked what Rian Johnson was doing with that, and the cast was really well done. Number 7, Ford v Ferrari. Number 6, Spider-Man Far From Home. Number 5, Rocketman. And number 4, Doctor Sleep. But yeah, I had this group of films, I really had a blast with them, and they just were Ford v Ferrari, for example. I mean, I was surprised how really interested and really well done it was, since I'm not really a big Cars guy, but just the 2 main performances from Matt Damon and Christian Bale really carried the film. Far From Home was another excellent MCU movie, especially with that end credits, and just how I knew Mysterio wasn't with the main villain. I knew he wasn't going to be what he said he was, but I was just really impressed with what they did, and another great performance from Tom Holland. Rocketman was the better Bohemian Rhapsody, if I'm honest with you, and I like Bohemian, but Taron Egerton deserves some consideration for how perfectly he was playing Elton John. Wow, and just the time setting and all, and the music where they break down the song, I was really liking it. And Doctor Sleep was excellent. It was such a great sequel and follow up to The Shining. I'm not saying it's better than The Shining, but it was a worthy successor. All right, guys, here we are at the top 3. These are my 3 favorite films of the year. Number 3, Marriage Story. Number 2, Avengers Endgame. And number 1, Joker. These films really are top tier for me. Like, Marriage Story was a really well done story on this couple just going through this really not so good divorce, juggling the kid, where they're gonna live, and just trying to deal with each other while they obviously don't like each other. I just really was enthralled with the story. I don't know why. It's just I was really liking it, especially from the excellent performances from Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson. Avengers Endgame obviously was the big epic MCU film, the finale of this 22 film story arc. And I loved every minute of it. And I know it has some issues and stuff, but I really am so happy that they were able to accomplish this. And I'm so proud. It really just shook me. I was so happy. And then Joker, wow. I was so shocked that it just came out of nowhere to take my number 1 spot. But I mean, I knew this film would be excellent, but just the themes and stuff it tackles, and just so good performance from Joaquin Phoenix. I was just blown away. The cinematography was excellently well done. The score was phenomenal. I was really impressed, especially when you got to that near the 3rd act. I was just blown away at how far they were willing to go with the story and just some of the stuff that happens. I thought it was a really well done movie. So with all that said, those were the movies I've seen 2019. Worst to first. List. Did you all agree or disagree with where some of your favorite movies were placed? What are some of your lists? If you have any you want to mention, please leave them down below in the comment section. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's SoarSable or @SableSawyer. And if you want to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell as well to get notified when I upload, that'd be great. And thank you all so much for watching me for another year. It's pretty crazy. And I hope you all continue to watch me in the next decade into the 2020 and beyond. Again, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.